What's up, Lacy? Thank you for coming on my podcast today, even though this is your first time ever being on a podcast, right?
You're right.
You told me that.
I might actually have to watch and listen this one.
So,
it's
because you don't even watch them.
No.
Or listen to them.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I would say I am super honored to have you on the show. I have been like watching your business grow for the last couple of years, and it is just awesome to see. So I'm super proud of you. I love what you guys are building. It's amazing. You're a rising star.
Hey, thank you.
That's the only way you can be on this show, because you have to be a rock star. You are a rock star. There's no doubt about it. So, so my first question to you today is, who is Lacy Critchfield? Like, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I'm Lacy, and I went from corporate world over to real estate. So I call it out here in the wild.
Out here in the wild.
Out here in the wild. So went to college, got into the corporate aviation world, did a lot of sales there, and then really just kind of didn't really see a future working for another 30 to 50 years, at 20 years of age.
What was your degree in?
International business.
Oh, that's right.
And I have a master's in international business.
International business.
Yes.
You go into corporate. Like, so what got that whole thing even going? Like, what were you doing in school? Were you a great student?
No.
You were not.
C's get degrees, Chris.
Really?
Yes.
Is that right?
I think there's some statistic where most entrepreneurs also were C students.
That would be...
Yeah. See, there we go. And now we're thriving. So.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
That is my favorite line of this whole podcast. So we're going to clip that off, end the show.
And make it as the title.
The major highlight.
Yep.
Please get degrees. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big leap to go from, usually like if you're a more C average student or a CB, you don't want to go to do more school.
So for me, it had a lot to do with training in working. That's what I like in the real world, rather than sitting and looking at books. So whether that's internships, I studied abroad in France. I worked for a vineyard there, did international business for them.
Okay.
Everything I was doing at Textron had to do with international sales, data at some form.
So you just have to be moving.
Yes.
You have to be on the move.
Yes. So anything for that just works for me very well. I think my passion really lies within traveling and seeing the world. Not really just going to places for a couple of days, going on vacation once a year. I want to go and actually stay somewhere for 3 months, be a part of that world.
Experience the culture.
Yes. But then also still work in different areas too.
So how did that work? Like when you graduated high school, I assume here in Wichita?
No, I went to school in Iowa and grew up there.
That's right.
I went to Iowa State for physical therapy. And that didn't work out. Also did not really like it at all. Right. Then I came down here where a lot of my family is. I went to Hutch JUCO, still really did not know what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so then sitting down and looking at the computer, it's like, okay, what do I like to do? I like to travel. What degrees go well with that? Sure enough, international business. Wichita State is really well known for international business.
Sure.
So I went there. While there, I also really love airplanes. So Textron or Cessna is here in Wichita.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to school there. I did all my international business, learned a couple of languages, and then also was able to...
How many languages?
2, Spanish and German.
Spanish and German.
Then I went over to Textron and I did sales and marketing internships, different roles there. My first full-time role, basically I got it because my boss at the time asked me, can you be gone all the time? And I said,
sign me up.
Sign me up. Where are we going? He goes, we're going here, everywhere around the world. And I'm like, let's go. That's great. But every role there, I basically was like, okay, what can we do to get to the next role? Go from associate to hire to a manager. Yeah, just keep climbing the ladder. While there, I learned how to fly. They also helped pay for my master's degree, international business, again, to just keep climbing that ladder. Weirdly enough, right before I left, I got offered a position during COVID in Germany.
So that offer...
Yeah, they got rescinded. Yep. It was in the automotive industry through Textron, one of their sister companies.
But you're a pilot.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's okay. We'll stay here. We'll focus on aviation. And then we're already in the real estate world. I'm like, maybe it was, you know, it was the correct thing
Hmm.
because it's worked out really well being in real estate.
That
So,
has for you.
yeah.
Did you go from making C's to better grades when
Yes.
you were
My master's degree is
doing
actually
college
from
work?
yeah, no, my master's degree is from Thunderbird, which is one of the top international business master program schools in the world. And I also do have a negotiation certificate from Harvard Business School. So those are, you have to be A's or you're cut
That's crazy.
immediately. So yeah,
This is Lacy the realtor in Wichita, Kansas.
that's me.
A pilot, an international business corporate expert, and that's just so wild. What a like broad
Yeah,
spectrum of
well-rounded here.
skills. Well-rounded. Yeah.
Well-rounded.
I love it. It's so cool because I know that's played a huge role in your real estate business. Why do you think you got better grades in college than school? Do you think it had to do with interested
Yeah.
versus
Yeah,
not interested?
in your, I think when you actually decide to go get a master's degree and it's something that you're really
That you
passionate
wanna do?
about, correct. Yeah, it was all about international business relations, learning how companies go from this country and then go out to other countries. So even now in our real estate world, we're looking at, okay, we're doing really well here. Last year, we flipped a house in another state. Cool. Now what can we do? How can we go international? Where can we start buying houses, hotels, Airbnbs, whatever it might be in other countries?
Mhm.
And now we're traveling 3 to 4 months of the year. And so for us, it's like, okay, how can we take basically everything that we were doing, mold it into now, and then just
Move your
blow it up?
business in that direction.
Yep.
So you basically took your love for travel
Mhm.
and your love to fly, and those were the two like
Right.
motivators,
Right.
big motivators that moved you through this degree
Mhm.
path, then into the corporate world with Textron Aviation. So tell me a little bit about your family. What's your family look like?
Yep. So you'll have Miguel and Lacy, Mila.
Mila
Yep, there we go.
Properties.
Properties and
Okay.
a couple other ones. So it's us two, and then we have an almost 4-year-old son.
Super cute.
He's great. So yeah, Theodore and I share the same birthday, so even better.
Oh, you do share the same birthday?
Yes.
I think maybe you told me that. Do you call him Theo?
Theo.
You do call him
Mhm.
Theo. He is so
Yeah.
cute.
He's
I was
adorable.
seeing him the other night at Pines and Property.
Yeah.
Does that age make you smile? Like,
Yeah, he's so
you're having a
fun.
bad day and a depressing day. Do you just look at him?
And he's
Like, does
running
it
around
change?
and he's just happy to be there. And it's so funny when he learns something or when we take him and go travel
Mhm.
and it goes, okay, we've been to Reno multiple times, right? And then we take him and he's just in awe. And you have to take that in. Or every time we get on an airplane, he loves flying.
Does he?
And you're like, okay, no, this is actually really cool. Even though I've done it 100 times
But you're watching it for
and watching
and
it,
experience.
yeah, you get to watch him actually experience something for the first time. It's just completely different.
It's different. Yep. I love that. Love Theo. He's adorable as adorable as it gets. What I want to know is how on earth did you make a pivot from corporate aviation and international business with a pilot's license to real estate? Like
So
what? Watch
20
HGTV because
Yes.
you did.
I love Chip
What
and
is it?
Joanna.
Oh my
What
gosh.
are you talking about? The goats. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's so
No
funny.
Tom Brady for me.
These
It's
people
Chip
have
and
like
Joanna.
influenced the world, at least the world of people that I know.
Be like that. I want people to look at us and be like, I want to be like
Inspired by
them.
that.
Exactly. I want other women
That
to
is
say,
so
this is what I want to do. And then I want them to say, you know what? She's doing it. She's doing it. I can do it. Because there's no ceiling, glass ceiling. There's nothing here. You just go as far as you want to.
So you literally watched Chip and Joanna's HGTV series,
Yes. And
became passionate about wanting to flip what part?
I enjoy designing. I do enjoy the physical labor sometimes. The first few houses that we did, there was a lot of physical labor involved. But at that time, it's 2025 now, rewind to the early 2020. Miguel and I had bought our first house, moved in, both working at Textron all day long, and then going home and working on the house at night. We did that for a whole year. But prior to that, we had just started dating 2-3 months in. and the normal 20-something-year-old going out, really not doing much.
Right.
And then I was gone 3 to 4 weeks every single month. And so it's like taking that, how can we get out of this rat race?
Mm.
And then we started talking, and my mother's a big piece of our business.
Right.
Yeah, so she's a contractor for us, and she's a huge part. And like, you know what?
Her background?
Yeah.
She's been doing
For like 20 years. She'll build you a whole house.
Remodel,
Mhm.
like what's
And building. Just remodeling.
Handy girl.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Does she own investment properties?
No.
Okay.
She does not want to.
Okay. She just had the hands-on.
She has the hands-on
knowledge.
experience. So you just take
Houses.
Yeah, so you take that, and then Miguel grew up also with a lot of construction. His mom also owns rentals too. And so then it goes, okay, how can we get, to the next level of owning our own airplane and traveling, not so that I don't have to go to South America for 3 weeks for
3
work.
weeks out of the month.
Like, yeah, we can just go together, or we can have, a family and we can all go.
Right.
So it comes down to that. And then it goes basically just take it. What can we do to get out of this and to make more money?
Did you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
That's Miguel's world. That's where I'm going. He loves podcasts and books.
Okay.
So I am an HGTV fanatic. He is a Bigger Pockets. So he was listening to Bigger Pockets. He is reading all these books. He still does. And we went to Australia, and he's reading a book. And I'm like, okay, what do we have on Food Network? What do we have on HGTV that I can watch?
That's funny.
I'm visual. He is more intellectually.
Yeah.
He's an A student.
Logic.
Yeah.
More logic driven.
Yeah.
And you just want to see Chip and Joanna unveil the kitchen, right?
I know how they got
beautiful.
there. Yes. So yeah. So then
That's awesome.
We sprung, and I bought a house. I got to go out and buy a house kind of without telling him, our very first one, and go, you know what? We're buying this house. And he's like, what are you talking about? So, yep. So we remodeled that one, sold that one, ended up buying 3 more. We lived there.
This is such a, do you
Not fun.
Do you
Don't
think
recommend.
this is a common story? Not common, but do you think there's a lot of people out there that share a similar story and path?
I
In
would
terms of being
say
influenced by the same influencers.
most
here.
people don't come out of a divorce and then 6 months later start dating somebody, and then 3 months later move in with each other and then remodel a house and then are like, you know what, this worked. Do it again, and then do it again, and then turn it into a business. I feel like the crazy ones do that, but I'm a little crazy, so it works.
When you went into this, did you even go into it to try to start a business, or did you just go into it as, hey, we can make a little extra money?
To make a little extra money.
Fun,
yeah.
Invest, and then feed our dream to travel or whatever.
It's, our actual business did not start till March of 2021. So over a year later. And so we were basically like a house and a half in, and then it was, this isn't working all day long and working on houses. Hey, we also did just make quite a bit of money on this type of, investment and this type of work.
Right.
So it could work. And then all these other people are doing it, so it has to work, right? It does work.
Right.
And so then it's kind of, who's going to take the leap? Miguel ended up taking the leap. And so we started our business, and then he ended up quitting first.
Yep. Okay.
Because he can actually do more hands-on, obviously, labor than I can. Him and my mom.
Like,
yes.
Well.
Yeah.
Then she's probably like, you married a good one, Lacy.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were working with each other every day, and we brought on 1 or 2 other people, and they were remodeling the houses. I was still working, still gone frequently.
Okay.
And then basically it was like, okay, now this is really working. Now I can get out too. So then fast forward a few years later, then I was able to actually leave the corporate world in February 2023, and I have not gone back, obviously, but yeah, we just keep climbing.
Lacy, I want to take a minute real quick to put the spotlight on a sponsor who is sponsoring this episode for us today of the Mortgage Punk Show. What do you think of that? That's what I think that I'm rolling with that.
I think it works.
Punk Show.
It works.
Mortgage Punk Show. I'm starting with realtors, but I'm hoping to bring some education into it, some home buyers.
Well-rounded.
Yeah.
What you need to be.
I need to be well-rounded. Yep. This student player.
That's why we get along so well.
We do. Okay, so I want to make a big shout out to Jason Hancock. I'm sure you're familiar with his name.
Yes, I think he has looked at a few of our houses for inspections.
Okay,
so I think he does pretty well.
He's a home inspector. He's got a company called Pillar to Post Home Inspections. So before you buy a house, listen, I know Lacy would highly recommend it. I highly recommend it, and I'm a mortgage guy. Get an inspection
every time.
It's like getting a Carfax report on
every
a car
time.
to make sure that you're not buying like a lemon or a bad house with big problems. Jason, big shout out to you, man. We love you. You are awesome. First line of defense when it comes to the home buying game is definitely a home inspector. He'll get in your crawl space. He'll get in your chimney. He's not Santa Claus, but he'll still get in your chimney. But he just doesn't miss anything. And he just does really good work. So all the sponsors of the Mortgage Punk Show are like rock star producers in our market. They're solopreneurs, they're entrepreneurs, they've got teams, they've got, small to medium sized companies and businesses, but they're just awesome people that do really good business and have a lot of integrity, or I will not promote them on the show. So, Jason, you are definitely one of those guys. So if you're watching this podcast episode, you're thinking about listing a house, selling your house, or buying a house, call Jason with Pillar to Post Home Inspections and tell him the Mortgage Punk team sent you.
And you should be able to get a pre-inspection if you're going to list.
Which means he goes out there.
And he goes, hey, seller, here's the things, which is always amazing. Highly recommend, because then there's not a lot of things that the buyer comes at you and the seller goes, what are you talking about?
Right. I think a lot of sellers don't know.
They don't know that that's possible.
Which is super, super, super important. And your top producing realtors like Lacy know that move because it will save you a lot of headache.
Yes.
If you already have everything addressed when you go to sell your house, you just won't have
helps negotiation.
Yeah. Yep. Love it. So Jason, thanks, man. You are awesome, brother. All right. So you're out of the corporate world within 3 years of Miguel, right?
Yeah.
He starts first. You follow.
Yep.
And was that just a matter of like you replacing your income from? Is that like
the
goal?
Yeah.
The
issue is, I was the higher income earner. So then it kind of comes down to what are our costs versus, what are we spending? What are we making? And then by that time I had already kind of went up several different levels again. And so I was making 2 or 3x than what I was making when Miguel left. And so it goes again, what are we going to do to get to the next level?
At Textron.
At a different company at that time,
okay.
but in aviation.
Gotcha. But in aviation.
Yeah, in aviation. So then it's kind of, you have to look at and go, okay, you're just going to keep going, right? You're going to keep making more, and then you're just going to be tied to that. And you're going to keep making, you're going to make 500 grand a year in corporate world. And you go, how can I leave that? So at some point in time, you basically just have to cut it.
Or own it.
Or that's the world that you're in, because lifestyle creep, whatever it might be, ties you to that. That's why everybody goes to work every day, because they have expenses and things that they want to do.
Right.
So for us, we ended up, we still live in the same house that we did 2, 3, 4 years ago. So our mortgage is not very high. We ended up selling
your expenses.
No, we sold both of our brand new cars and drove beaters that had no payment. I just actually bought not even a brand new car. I just bought a 2022 last year, finally, because my beater went full out. Miguel's still driving it. I think we just sold that one. And so now we're borrowing his mom's truck. I'm like, so we're not, the lifestyle creep has not gone up. And I know when we travel right now, I'm going to sell a house, right? Or we're going to remodel and sell this house. So it's going to pay for X. These rentals all pay for different expenses in our life. So we're very aware of that at all times. And then we're not out buying excessive things, that we don't need and all that, because we want to buy an airplane. We want to get to the next level in aviation and on the real estate side as well. Right. So you kind of have to be uncomfortable for a few years while all of our friends, are buying all these luxury items. Yeah. And so stay in this box, but then here in a couple of years, we'll be able to explode.
Be in a whole different place.
Yeah. Whole different world.
with lots of equity and lots of assets.
That's the goal.
When did you, like, what was the moment that you knew that like real estate was your new passion? Because you're pretty passionate about, international business,
Oh, yeah,
travel.
always.
That is up your passion alley,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when did real estate, I guess,
It's
become the light bulb that went off and you're like, okay, this is more than HGTV and Chip and Joanna.
more
Like,
than just a job. You
this
actually
is what
really like it.
I like this, love it.
Yeah.
I'm going all out.
It's
What was that?
taking something within the first couple of houses. It's taking something in an area or taking a house that the city has told me a couple of times now, this house needs to be condemned.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, no, it doesn't. We're going to do this and it's going to be great.
So you're rebellious.
Exactly. Yes.
That's why I love you, Lacy. You're
Yeah.
a perfect fit for the show.
Yes. A little bit.
I just was in a band.
Is that your
so
this?
I
Is that
keep
this thing?
band identity.
There you go.
And in the corporate world, I've learned, oh, that's just someone who gets mad at the way things are and wants to change them
Yes.
to make it better for people
Yeah.
in the business realm. Anyway.
Yeah. It's the same thing in real estate. It sets you apart, I think, also in the investor world and the realtor side. You actually have to care. And so it is going in and helping a seller that really does need out.
Yeah.
So it's giving them money. It's not just, oh, I got a good deal.
So you feel like you can make a difference?
Yes. In the seller's lives, it's really great when we flip a house or when we have a rental and we get compliments because they come in, they really like how it looks. And, when there's been several times we flip and then we sell it, we go to closing, we're leaving the closing office. Miguel and I look at each other and we're like, they're going to welcome their first baby in that house. They are going to live there for many years. They're going to have all these life experiences. And we were a small part of that.
Yeah. So you get to stick it to the city. You
Yes.
get to help people.
Yes.
And what I love about house flippers like you, Lacy, is I love that it brings value to neighborhoods that over time, like, run down.
Yes.
They get run down.
Yeah.
Just because that's life.
Yeah.
Right? Things get old and they don't look so good anymore. And you come in and you make them look amazing.
And a lot of towns like to expand out and kind of forget about the middle, the south, the whatever it might be.
Yeah. I love that. I think it just does an incredible, like, true, genuine service to any community.
Yeah.
When real estate professionals, investors go restore all these broken down homes and make them pretty again. I think it's awesome. So that's really what ignited everything. HGTV started it. Then the hands-on experience.
Yeah, the hands-on experience.
Nailed the lid on the coffin.
Puts it in there. Yeah. And now we have a baby, right? Now we have him, Theodore. And so it's creating something for him now. So he picks up a paintbrush. He helps. Yeah. And he comes and does things too. He loves it also. He finds it really cool. So then it's creating something for him for these few businesses that we've created now will continue to grow and he'll be able to have a part of that also.
Are you more passionate today about real estate than the corporate stuff you were doing? I mean, if you took away like the downside of it, like being gone 3 weeks out of the month, like just the work itself.
Yeah, I kind of look at them differently. I would like to get the real estate stuff keep growing, obviously, and go into the different areas, like next up, we bought a commercial building, so now we're in the commercial world. And then it's, okay, are we going to start building here later? Things like that. And then maybe take a step out and not be so hands-on and in the daily, where then I would say I would like to go back to like the international side of things, not corporate world, but sitting on a board, being a consulting, doing something where I like it and I don't have to do it. But I think that I know that I'd be really good at it. I know that I do enjoy it because I have done it before. But that might even look like doing real estate internationally.
Right.
That's fine. Like that sounds great to me, but that's also what we're projecting to do anyways. For aviation, we tell everybody we are working to buy an airplane, a hangar home, to start an FBO, to start a maintenance company, to start something in aviation. But that's also going to have real estate tied to it because we'll own the land, the building, be able to sell off lots.
Right.
So really, I think everybody says, 7+ income streams. That's just one of them.
Right.
And then also, I think they all kind of go hand in hand, but kind of far enough apart where in case if something happens with one industry,
Right.
you have something somewhere else
Yeah.
too,
How
which
many
is the
right.
business side of me coming in.
How many income streams do you have at the moment?
Like 4 or 5
Because you got flips, you've got
rentals.
rentals,
We have
you've got
the realtor side.
yep, your real estate,
We also have midterm rentals also.
Airbnbs,
Yeah, so that's in a different
midterms.
world than long term.
Yeah. And now commercial.
Yeah, and the commercial space.
Love it.
Yeah.
So, Lacy, I was at your award banquet last year. You won
Reels award banquet,
you
not
at
just
the
mine.
Real at
There we go.
Real. That's a brokerage.
Hmm?
Real broker.
Yes.
I was at your awards banquet. It was super fun. Lots of great people there, but you won Rookie of the Year award. Did you know that was coming?
No.
You did not know that was coming?
No, she was reading the numbers and I'm sitting there looking and I'm like, okay, great. You know, everybody's winning. And then I'm sitting there, I go, that's my number. And then I'm looking and I go, and another agent and I look at each other and I go, that me? She goes, is that you? And sure enough, she said my name and I go, oh, that's fascinating.
You did. That's what I love about
Yeah.
you, Lacy. You're very down to earth, and
I'm just here.
you don't take yourself too serious, but you're serious.
Yeah.
That's what's awesome.
And I'm just trying to be better than I was last year and just every year keep growing on that. And if the numbers aren't there, but I did other things, then that's fine too.
I want to talk for a minute about that aspect of you and your business because it's very different. It's not like the typical realtor profile.
Yeah.
Because you winning that award, your production's fantastic. You're in the top bracket of production levels for a real estate agent in our market. But a significant amount of that real estate is literally your own. You own it, right?
Yeah, not even half those mine.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to ask you
Yeah,
about.
that's what everybody always asks.
Of your production is literally your own homes that you own or have flipped, and then how much is just you helping another person buy?
I don't know what the exact number is, but I know
ballpark.
Yeah, majority of the houses that we actually buy are off market, and I mean we've done 75 flips or something, and like our portfolio is over 50, so we haven't even sold that many. So I think last year that kind of rubbed a few people the wrong way because they thought, you know, all however much I sold was all mine, and it wasn't. But two, if I'm not selling my own, then I'm giving it to another agent, and then their number is just going to be higher too. So somebody's getting it somewhere.
Yep.
But no, I think out of whatever I sold, our number was probably between 25 and 40% of that.
Was property that you bought yourself for your own business? Yeah,
that we either bought on the MLS and it went into my total sales volume or whatever that after we sold. Yeah.
And then the rest is all helping home buyers achieve the American dream.
Yeah.
Right.
But I also go like Wichita, out to Hutch, Salina, McPherson. So we kind of handle a large area too.
So how does being an investor make you a better realtor?
I think it really has to do a lot with I will get into an attic. I have gotten into an attic space before and I'm like, hey, it's a little weird up here.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure, you know, that the inspector's looking at these things. And then also, you know, I've had investor clients, first time home buyer clients, regular clients.
All across the spectrum.
All across. And they can ask me, you know, if I don't really I like the layout. I don't really like how it looks, you know, and can I do this or this? Will that increase value? Yes or no, you know, and then it's okay, well, what are these colors? You know, what's in? Because I'm looking at that all the time.
Right.
And so, and a lot of people, as you probably see online, are color drenching. That's really big now. But a lot of people are scared of color. And so you have to remember as a homeowner, you live there.
Right.
You might live there for 1 year or 20 years. So make it your own. But when it comes time to selling,
you may have to change.
I'm going to come in and tell you, hey, your zebra wallpaper looks great. But not everybody loves this.
Yeah.
Or
gotta paint it white.
Yes. The flooring, what we just talked about. There's my buyers, a lot of them are asking, or even sellers getting ready to list their house. You know, I go, here's where we're buying flooring, countertops, etc. It's better pricing than maybe your bigger box stores that just everybody knows. And so I think different ways throughout that. I'm beneficial that route.
Right. Yeah.
So
Because you have a hands-on working knowledge with construction.
Yeah.
And renovations,
Yeah.
remodeling, and that gives you a different perspective,
Mhm.
I would think, on things. I got to give another shout out to my friend Joe. Do you know Joe Warren
I
at
do not yet.
Quality Granite? So talking about different finishes and renovations and all the things that you love to do in your home. So Joe Warren is the new owner of Quality Granite, where craftsmanship meets just a cool overall look. So if you love the Chip and Joanna Gaines stuff that Lacy's talking about, Joe's definitely someone who can come in and look at tile, look at granite, look at carpet, look at a number of different things that occur in a home renovation. So from kitchen islands to custom vanities, like Joe brings the heat and the edge. And if you've worked with Quality Granite in the past, check out Joe again, because he's the new owner, he's the new sheriff, and he is just a fantastic dude. He's got a family that has a legacy in real estate, the Warren family, if you're familiar with that last name, here in the Wichita metro area. He's amazing. And like I said, if you've used Quality Granite in the past, go meet Joe and let him reintroduce you to the new business he's turning that into. So Quality Granite of Wichita. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you, man. So back to Lacy and your giant portfolio you have built. You flipped 75 homes now.
Yeah,
you
something
said?
like that. Yeah,
Something like that.
something.
Okay. Who's counting?
Who's counting? My Excel spreadsheet.
You're a C student.
Yeah, so
Your
my
Excel
investors
spreadsheet
are
count?
counting, and my
Right.
Excel spreadsheet and the accountant. That's really about it.
They count.
Yep,
How many properties have you retained? So how many rentals are in your portfolio?
over 50.
Over 50 doors. 50 doors or
Yeah.
50
50 doors.
properties?
Doors.
50 doors.
And like 40 properties.
Because you've got some multi-unit
Yeah.
properties that you own.
Yeah.
That's a lot of real estate. And we're in 2025 and this began in 2020.
Yeah. Mhm.
So a 5-year run. That's a lot of business, Lacy. No wonder. And you're surprised you won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
With those numbers. I mean, that's just incredible. What are some of the things that you use on a day-to-day basis, from like habits that you've formed, systems that you've either built, refined, or use, and or strategies?
Networking is huge. If I don't have a deal sent to me, one deal a day, something's off. But that has came over time of the 5 years, right? At the beginning, we were also looking for deals, buying on the MLS all the time.
Mhm.
And now we go to these events. I'm posting on Facebook, we're heavy out there, and then people see it and people are sharing it. Our tenants are referring us out, buyers and other agents ask, "Hey, I saw that house went pending really quick. Do you have any others coming up?"
Right.
And so it's doing that.
That's your system.
It's a
That's
big,
a system
it's a
that you've
system,
built.
networking.
And now you're looking at almost a deal a day.
Yeah.
Opportunity to buy an investment property a day.
A day.
And you're telling me that system has mainly been built primarily through networking?
Yeah.
Did I catch that right?
Yep. Networking. And Miguel and I are A and B, but it's our partnerships work so well.
Right.
Because where I have the opportunity to grow, he fills that void. And where he has maybe that opportunity, I kind of fill that void. And so our partnership just works really
Good
well.
business partnership. And it helps that you're probably married.
Yep.
So,
So
you're
it
not
helps.
planning to go anywhere
No.
except out of the country.
Yeah. With our baby.
But that I think that with your baby, little Theo,
Mhm.
I think that's interesting that I wouldn't have thought you would go to networking. 'Cause I don't know. I guess you could call networking a system. I mean, that is a system.
It is a
It's
system.
a marketing system.
But you have to use it. You have to take
Essentially.
it and do something with it. There's so many people that go to the networking events and just mingle and drink or eat or do whatever and then leave.
Right.
Right. And don't remember, oh, hey, he said he had a deal, and texting him about it, following up and then reaching back out, but also being present, because you have to be in front of people or they forget, because the algorithm on social media only does so much.
Right.
So you actually have to be there, be present, follow up, and then turn that into an actual business in itself. It's reaching out to people once a week, commenting on their things. It's all relationship based, but that is international sales. that is what I've learned my whole corporate world is how do you climb the ladder? It's being in front of people, telling people what you're doing so that they know.
Right.
And then that's how you get moved up. So it's
That is
basically taking the
fascinating.
same thing. Miguel and I both do come from education. We both come from the corporate world.
Mhm.
We structure our business very corporate as well.
Right.
And so it
So
is.
you measure things.
Yes, we
you
measure
track
things, we track things. Right. Like I'm doing
Probably
the
have a P&L.
yes, P&L, we're doing the accounting,
You're running a business.
running a business. We're not being emotionally invested in the houses either. At the beginning, couple emotion, we were emotionally
You
invested.
had
This
the
house is so
HGTV
cute. Yes.
stuttering. Like,
I
move
remodeled
that
it.
truck. Move that truck.
Yes, it's you're remodeling it and you go, we spent 6 months on it and I love it. And then I'm the realtor and I'm standing there at the open house. People come by and I have to I don't tell people, "Yep, this is exactly my home and I designed it," because they're not going to give me honest feedback. I want people to come into the open house and be like, "Yeah, you know what? No, because of this reason."
Mhm.
Well, if there's 10 people at the open house, 6 of them said the same thing, I go home immediately and I say, "Hey, Miguel, this was the feedback. So on the next
So you
one,
make adjustments.
we need to adjust because
accordingly.
that's what the market is saying."
Smart.
And so it's doing that. We're running it like a business.
Mhm.
We do understand different things. I would say because of our education background and the corporate world has really helped with that. So I am very proud I came from corporate, but also being in that sales in the international world, I had to learn different cultures,
Mhm.
right? This culture wants me wined and dined and sit for 6 hours
Right.
before we talk about business.
Uh-huh.
This culture and this place of the
Get
world,
down to business.
walk in, tell me what we're doing and move on.
That's it.
And so it's the same thing on the realtor side as well. And I mean, on the investment side, but really on the realtor side is when I have a buyer or a seller, are we using our heart or are we using our mind?
Right.
Are we emotionally invested in selling our home? Do we need some extra time? Or is this just tell me how much money I'm going
Do
to
you
make?
have to like cater to both?
Yeah. Be a chameleon. But I think that's how you be successful. You're not being fake at all.
Right.
You're just, I'm
You know, it
understanding.
takes logic.
Yeah, it's the emotional,
know that there's an emotional
intelligent.
aspect.
Yeah. And I think that's what also makes us successful in investment, but also as rookie of the year and being able to help however many people that I've helped buy a house or sell a house, it comes down to, are we selling this house? Okay. You brought your 3 kids home in it and you're emotionally invested in this house. I'm not going to say we need to get listed tomorrow.
Right.
I'm going to say, great. How much time do you need? I'm going to check in every so often up until that time. And I'm not going to be too pushy
Right.
because that's not what you're needing at the time. But I want to make sure that you know that I'm here and we are a team to get your house sold or to get you a new house.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. If somebody goes, tell me how much money I'm going to make and what's the most I can,
Right.
then I'm going to say, okay, great. I'm not going to come in here and compliment, oh, you've painted it so well. It looks so cute. I'm going to come in and go, great. I'm glad that you spent this on the roof. You did all these things.
Yeah.
And so it's being an investor too. I can come in and say, I'm glad that you did XYZ because that is going to actually put us above these comps.
Right.
And I know that doing those things really did increase the value.
I want to move into a quick spotlight on another sponsor for this episode of the show. And that would be a mutual friend of ours, Carrie Leonard, who's a fantastic appraiser in the Wichita market, by the way, when you have him appraising your home. But he is an entrepreneur, so
Yes.
we get along very well. He kind of fits our world of entrepreneurship quite well, and he recently launched Old Castle Title Company. So if you are looking to buy or sell a home in our market, you typically go to a title company and let the title company handle the transaction, move the money, and make sure that the title is clean and not corrupt. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend checking out Carrie Leonard's group over at Old Castle Title. They're on the west side of Wichita, right roughly at the corner of Maple and Maze, I believe it is. West Wichita, Old Castle Title Company. It's the only location. They're doing a fantastic job. They're a rising new title company in the Wichita market, and I just can't say enough good things about him. Know him very well. Know him personally. He does great.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. So, and Lacy would
we use them. Yeah,
vouch for him.
We use them also.
She promotes Old Castle. So go to Old Castle Title Company and they will take super good care of you. I've got another question for you, Lacy. You talked about networking groups or networking to build these systems so that you can analyze a lot of properties every day, every week.
And you have to go to networking
about networking groups, right? You're talking about
group.
other real estate investment networking groups.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
And go there and ask them what's working and what's not working.
So in other words, ask other investors.
Yes. Soak it up. If it's 2 hours.
Be a sponge.
Yes. And you're in a room full of people that have 400, 500 rentals. If you're an insurance agent and you want to grow and have 500 clients, talk to those people.
Right.
Because they're there, and take everything what people have with a grain of salt. But I think here in Wichita, a lot of people actually are very helpful and they want you to succeed.
Kind of have a cool city like that.
Right. And so we are a large city, but we're small enough too, where everybody's close. You say a name, somebody is going to know them.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be slimy. You have to, be a good person, be a good investor, a good realtor, whatever it is that you're doing. And then
people share.
Network, exactly.
And share
yes,
their knowledge and resources.
Yes, they're open and they want you to succeed, but then also you want to get in with the right people because you want those people then to go into other rooms and talk about you in a good way.
Right.
And they want you to promote their name or promote your name, right? So it's not just going and hanging out at a networking event. What are my 5 goals at this networking event? Why am I going?
Right.
Otherwise, you might as well just sit at home if you're just going to go and not actually get something from it or bring something.
I would never guess that would, in asking you that question, I would never have put my finger on networking.
But that's the
I know the power of networking. I believe in it. I mean, it's changed my business. So,
but that's a big, even in the corporate world, you have to be in the rooms. You have to go up to the next level. You can sit all day long at your computer and do your job. But if you're not going to events and talking to people in the corporate world, if you're not coming to your meetings and telling people what you're doing, they don't know. You get forgotten about. And so to either climb the corporate ladder to build your business, you have to promote yourself, talk with people, be in rooms with people that are doing more than you.
Right.
And be a sponge.
I love it. Love it. Love it. So let's segue from that then into your networking event that you launched.
Over a year ago now.
Has it been a year?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that's a women's investing group. It's called Wichita Women's Investors.
Yeah.
And I help you sponsor it.
Yeah.
It's once a month.
Once a month, first Monday at 11:30 a.m.
Yep. Downtown.
Yep. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. Did you launch that because of how much networking has
Yes. And
your business?
Yes. So Bobby,
what motivated that, I guess?
Yeah. So Bobby Lane and I are really good friends and we're both investors. We work in the same space and we invest completely different ways and we learn from each other every day. And so we're already in that, area with each other. Right. And we're going to these other networking events where we were kind of getting the same feeling from other women of how are you doing that? How are you getting so far ahead? Whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. Well, we also are going to these lunches, to the evening events, and there's 4 or 5 women and there's 50 men.
Right.
And some women gave feedback that, to us that they didn't feel comfortable asking questions or they didn't really know who to talk to. That's, real and who's not. And so both of us kind of came together, oddly enough, talking about investing. And she brought, hey, I think I've had a few people ask. And I'm like, me too. So let's join forces and let's kind of just get this event going. Men can come. We've had men come.
That surprised me.
We've had men come.
You said that
a couple of times. And
I'm there.
You're there.
But I'm the only one that's there.
And we have some people, the people that come and talk. Yeah. The speakers we have, a lot of them are men.
Right.
And so and depending on what topic we have and what speaker we have, we can have 5 people, 25 people, a mixture in the middle, whatever. I like the smaller setting because it's more intimate. You actually, get to dive into things rather than a networking event that's 100 people.
Level. Yeah.
Yes. And you're trying to run around for an hour. It's mainly women. We say men can come if you want, but just know that you are going to be the minority.
Yeah, because ultimately the goal that you and Bobby had was to provide a networking group that women felt comfortable
Yeah.
learning from, asking questions, and seeing other women,
Yeah.
not just men do
Other
this,
women
but other
succeed,
women that
right,
are
yeah.
successful
And
at this,
that's
so that
that's the
like you
main part.
said, you want to inspire them
Yeah, because that's what
by
it
your
is.
story.
Yeah, that's what it is. We don't gatekeep anything. So if somebody wants to know about investing, I'm like, okay, what can we do? What do you want to learn about? And I always ask people too, what speakers do you want to come? Maybe who have you been messaging that's not answering you because you're brand new and started out 3 weeks ago?
Mhm.
I know they'll answer me or they'll answer Bobby or you.
Right.
So who can we get into the room that's going to be beneficial to help to help these women or to help these other investors?
Right.
And so I think just helping people get to the next level is something that I really care about. It's why, even in sales, it was in the corporate world, I was rising up but I wanted a team and I wanted to help them sell and do really well.
Right.
Now on the realtor side, I have my own realtor team and I'm like, how can I help you guys sell more than me? That's great. You guys go thrive.
What's your team look like right now?
I have 2 agents that also come from the corporate world, oddly enough.
Right.
They're investors. So it works really well, I think. We have us 2. I call her a chaos coordinator.
Okay.
So Kendall handles everything really. But yeah,
She is handling a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
I know that.
Buyers, sellers, marketing, all sorts of things. So she's really helpful.
Operations.
Yep. Really the operations of that realtor side. On the Mila side, we have Adriana now project, property management, everything, another chaos coordinator as well, just on that side. So we're trying to get, again, with that corporate structure, get things in place. And then so we can just keep growing. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to have that, right?
Yep.
Can't scale chaos.
Correct.
That's what I told my team recently. And we actually printed it on our mouse pads. You cannot scale chaos.
Miguel's going to love that.
So,
and it'll probably become his new thing. Get him a shirt. That's what he needs.
A shirt that says that?
Yes.
You cannot scale chaos.
Oh my gosh.
I want to ask you what you wish more women knew about real estate. When they don't know what they don't know, what do you wish they knew? Moving towards it, I guess.
Moving towards it?
First time.
I think in general that men don't take no for an answer. I think women take it and go, okay.
They need to be more like that.
Yeah, there's a lot where, and that's a general consensus. I mean, that's pretty standard. But I think as a woman, I don't hear the word no. And you say no to me, and
I don't even know what that means.
I black out. I'm like, what are we doing now? That we didn't even have that conversation.
Right.
I've moved on. We fail. We don't make as much on a flip. We lost money on a flip, whatever it might be. I'm like, great. We learned from it. Move on.
Yeah.
What are we doing next? And what are we going to learn from it? But go forward. I'm not going to sit here for 5, 10 a month days, a month. Yeah. And be sad and whatever. So I think as a woman, we're very emotional. And I think we just need to use that. And if we want something, take it and turn it into drive and get it.
Right.
A lot of people talk about they don't have the money to buy a house or to remodel. There is so many people that are doing hard money loans that are giving money.
Right.
And that's something that we didn't know about at the beginning. So at the beginning, I wish we knew about that. And so that's why I'm always telling people, borrow money, even though you have to pay,
it's better
without something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the DSCR space, using that, you don't have to have an income. You don't have to have a W-2.
Right. Yeah.
So it's asking the question. Yes. It's using the creative side. Women are very creative.
Right.
So using, turning our emotionalness into, I'm doing it. Yeah. I don't care what you said.
Yep.
And being creative and saying, this isn't working. What are we doing now to make
it work?
Exactly.
So that's fantastic. I love it. Women, don't take no as the final answer.
No.
And be more like Lacy, who doesn't hear that word. The other one was, don't beat yourself up.
Yeah. Don't beat yourself up.
Because you're going to fall.
You have to fail to get better. And if you never
forward.
Exactly. If you never actually fail, you're not taking enough risks.
Right.
So
good point.
You fail a little bit, you have to learn from it because that's how you do better.
Right.
Or learn from other people's failures. And
so
don't like
you're going to have a what is it called? A 30-second funeral?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
I think so.
A 1-minute funeral?
Yeah, where you address it, you're sad.
You're sad.
Move on.
Try. I'm done.
Move on.
Go make some more money.
Yes.
Go buy another house. Go try it again. I want to give a shout out to one final sponsor for this episode. You know them as well. I think you promote them.
Yep.
They are investors.
Yeah.
And that's Matt and Natalie InBody. They own Vortex Air Duct and Cleaning Services. Love those people. They are fantastic. They run an incredible business. They got a great team. A high amount of, or a high level of integrity and character. But like what I love about them is they suck everything that you could possibly conceive exists in your air duct system in your home,
you don't think exists,
or that you don't even
that you
don't think
know.
exists, like a raccoon.
Oh my gosh,
or something insane. No, they've told me this.
Yes, I know.
And they have these massive trucks that they pull up and they just suck everything out. So I recommend them. I highly recommend them to my new clients that are buying new houses and moving into a house that someone else lived in for who knows how long, and whose lifestyle, pumped whatever into the air duct system that we don't like to talk about. Anyhow, if you have not looked into that, call Vortex Air Duct Cleaning Services. Ask for Matt or Natalie InBody. Tell them Mortgage Punk sent you. Tell them I said they're amazing. They're just the best people. I can't say enough good things about them. You obviously promote them.
Yeah, we use them because we're buying houses that are,
a
little iffy.
You want it clean.
And we need some cleaning done.
Right.
And also after your remodel too, you always have to clean them. So it's like, do it after everything and then give the house fresh to the next person.
And if there's allergies and things like that, it'll get that stuff out of your air duct system. I can't recommend them enough just because I love them as people. They're fantastic human beings and just run a great business. I just like people that run great businesses.
And are good people.
That's who's on this show. It's a Mortgage Punk show. So you got to be a rock star. You're a rock star.
I appreciate that.
And I can't thank you enough. Well, you're doing a pretty dang good job of it.
Thanks.
I would say. All right. So I got a few rapid fire questions for you from cockpit to the closing table.
Let's
I
do
love
it.
this. Number one, craziest deal that you pulled off.
Oh, goodness. The city of Mulvane told me that I needed to demo a house. I had GCs come and said we needed to demo the house because take it all down.
Condemned it?
Yeah.
It was a condemned property?
Yeah, it was not great.
And said it wasn't salvageable?
Yeah. So the GCs I had come through also all said the same thing. It'd be better just to knock it down. And
you didn't take no for an answer, Lacy.
No.
Jeez.
We fixed that whole house up and you refinanced it. So
did you have to just pump the money and start doing the work to prove to the city that they were wrong about it?
They didn't. Then nobody ever actually gave it the stamp of condemned. But yeah, they said no.
Their feedback.
Yeah, the Sumner County or Sedgwick County, whichever it was, they all were like, please don't remodel this house. There was 2 houses on one lot. And so we ended up doing both. We spent probably double of what we were going to spend. Yeah, it was great.
That's the craziest deal you pulled off to date out of 75 renovation projects.
That one, we got, a triplex in Hutch. We got for like nothing. And we spent so much on that one too, but cash flows great.
Wow.
I've dealt with several wholesalers from out of the city or out of the state, and they've made sellers mad, and we've had to extend closing like 2 to 3 months, and then it flips, and then we have to change title. The Mulvane property, we ended up trying to close with a title company here, didn't work. Title company in West Virginia didn't work. Title company in Florida, back to here and back to Florida. Yeah, so that one also got extended for like 2 months or 3 months. And the seller and I ended up meeting up and we were like, what is going on? And the wholesaler's up somewhere and was not being a nice human.
Okay.
And so, but then he bought it at the sheriff auction.
Mm-hmm.
And so the title insurance was weird. And then the title companies we were using were weird. And then we bought the house and then the city and the GCs were like, please knock it down. And I'm like, no, I'm already here. This is what we're doing.
I love that.
I already
Lacy
went through
is
all
like
of that.
A boss.
This is what we're doing.
You're a boss girl. I love it. That's just like you're putting you're putting your advice into practice. I think you're the most resilient, one of the most resilient people I know.
Appreciate that. You should
Between
be.
men and women. Really, like you
Yeah.
get like 5 sucker punches a day.
Yeah.
I watch you,
I
and you don't
just
get
move on.
super bent out of shape
Just
about
move
it.
on.
You don't.
It's fine.
You're not mean. You're not like you just kind of go okay and just move past it.
Yep.
I think that is a huge strength about you.
Good. I'm glad it's not a weakness. I would be nervous.
No way.
Thank you.
I think that's the only way that you've flipped that many homes and bought that many rentals in a 5-year period.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
Well, we also do have a full-time team now that works for us, and we use
Sure.
other GCs. So I'm not doing physical labor now.
Right.
Miguel and they are. So
You're doing awesome.
huge part of the 75 homes.
What's the most valuable lesson you learned from Textron?
Oddly enough, women, my greatest mentor was a senior VP there. And
Right.
so she has gone on and done way better things and climbed up, but she really instilled in me, as a woman, you can do it. Here's the challenges you're going to have and do that. Don't take no as an answer.
That's where you got.
That's where I
you
got it
this
from. Yeah. And then my other 2 bosses I had while they're at Parts were women too. And they were the same way.
Mm.
It was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
In aviation, it's the same thing. I was spending time in, I had went to France. I'd went to Spain. I was working with all of these people, all these men that were working on airplanes. I would say stuff. And then they were like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're like 22. I'm 60 and I've been doing this. I'm like, okay. Working with them though, they're like, cool. What do you need to do to get repertoire with them? Like to be understood by them. Get your license. You need to go fly an airplane. Right. So then now I went and did that. And then I'm like, cool. I need to go spend time on the floor with these men. Like I need to start learning more. So then I'm going out and I'm like, this is what we're doing. And all the men try to stand up to me and I go, okay, no, this is where we're at. Same thing though, in real estate, it's a man's world.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about roofing.
So are pilots, right?
Same pilots.
Like you are.
Really?
Like you're beating the odds.
Right. Like, don't try me.
Right.
I'm here.
I love it.
If you want me to climb down into the basement, the attic space, a crawl space, replace something, I'll do it. That's fine. I'm not going to say no just because I have my nails done and I have a dress on. Normally I have a dress on. Like I will get into some weird areas.
Right, so Lacy, you're beating the odds. You're kicking butt. You're a rock star. You're like past a rising star. You're heading to the top of the mountain. I can't wait to see where you go.
Thank you.
International.
Appreciate it.
That's what it sounds like to me.
100%.
That's a big dream.
Yes.
And a big goal. I like goals.
I like goals. I don't have dreams. I have goals.
Dreams are like wishful thinking type. Goals are I'm going to do this.
Dreams are I want to cut my hair off, but I'm not actually going to do it.
Right.
Goals are I'm growing my hair all the way down. We're doing it.
Right. I love it. Listen, Lacy is an inspiration to watch. If you're looking for an incredible real estate agent in the Wichita market, you got to call Lacy. I've worked with her. I've done a lot of financing for her. She's been very gracious towards me on some of our other products that are nichey that we're trying to work the kinks out of. But I can't thank you enough for your friendship, the business that we've done together. I love you and Miguel and your little cute, adorable Theo. If someone wants to work with you in Wichita, they're watching this podcast episode, where do they get a hold of you?
Facebook, Instagram at LacyJ.Realtor.
On Instagram.
Or
What's your phone number?
316-641-8907.
Got it. Call her, text her.
Me.
You will be in good hands. I guarantee you that. So,
come to a networking event. I'm there.
To a networking. If you're a woman watching this, you want to be in real estate and you want to invest in real estate, come to the Women Investment Lunch. First, again, that's the first
Monday of each month, 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30. Thank you, Lacy, for being on the show and making it what it is. I can't thank you enough. So
I had fun my first time.
First podcast that you might listen to.
That I might listen to.
That's awesome.
We don't know.
I'm so glad.